And then after we had spoofed Gilligan's Island, I immediately turned to what's the next, big, epic childhood rerun memory that I have, which was Star Trek. Parroting something as broad and big and obvious as Star Trek it's almost too easy.
There it is, the USS Apple Pies.
And that, of course, created Scooter, the carrot, to play the role of Scotty.
Oh, Captain, you've returned!
It was fun to jump in way back at the beginning, because this was show 3 with the spoofs. Boy, back then we hadn't really scored anything at all. Phil, as a director, wasn't used to that. I, as a writer, hadn't scored much yet. So it was a little bit of a stretch to start bringing in those elements of creating a mood.
I'm Jimmy Gord. I'm Jerry Gord. We're the new guys.
There are many different inspirations for voices. In this case, we both worked for a fellow previously who had a very kind of a uptight way of talking. And so we would both just, kind of mimic him. And so we decided for these two characters to both do our versions of mimicking this guy.
Sometimes I think I could eat a whole bus.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think I could eat a whole spaceship.
The voices themselves sort of grew over time, but when they first appeared, they were very sort of limited and choppy.
And then over time, as we did them more, Jimmy just got broader, and Jerry kind of got more nasal and more, limited to this little space. And Jimmy got a little more flamboyant and a little more up and down. Like that, he's a little more cartoonish. But they started out as our attempts to parody the same guy, our former boss, who will remain nameless.
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, do you know the Muffin Man? He lives on...
It's really funny how those guys came about. Phil and I had done, Bob and Larry as a pair before, and now along comes Jimmy and Jerry, and later we'd see Jean-Claude and Philippe. So it was always kind of fun to do those, brother or paired voices with Phil, because we could just get in the booth and play off each other, which worked really well.
Mais oui, Jean-Claude, mais oui.
Hit it, boys. Have you ever seen a boy with funny clothes? A girl with braces on her teeth or freckles on her nose? Some kids call them oddballs. Some kids call them weird.
Is it my imagination, or does Aunt Ruth have a beard?
God makes lots of people in all colors, shapes, and sizes. He loves them very much, and what we need to realize is that calling people names because they're different is wrong. Instead, we need to look on them in love and sing this song. I can be your friend. I can be your friend. Any day in any weather. Or we can be friends and play together. Yeah, we're all pretty different. Some are skinny, some are stout.
But the inside is the part that we're supposed to care about.
Aye, that's where we got feelings that are very much the same.
And so instead of